How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and the topic of today's discussion is going to be bowing down to our emotions. Bowing down to our emotions. In other words, we're falling prey to them. We're letting them dictate when we come out of character. When it's okay to just unleash on somebody. Anytime we're rubbed the wrong way, offended, emotions wrapped all up off into something that may occur. Think about it this way. Actually, before I say think about it this way, we're going to look at the overarching theme of this channel. Everything that we talk about is preventative, right? We talk about resilience so we can overcome things when they arise, right? That all of those things are factors that contribute into us being better than our last day. So we're not falling prey to the same things, making the same mistakes, and just going down the same path that is just basically looping on ourselves, right? So going back to what I was about to state, think of it this way. I make a pact with myself where I'm saying I'm going to be on my best behavior. I'm going to be on my absolute best behavior. I just want, let's just throw a time frame on it. Man, I want to have an outstanding attitude for the whole month, right? We get to walking down that month. I'm rubbed the wrong way. The Ayin right now starts acting like the teenage Ayin. Or I just come unglued and I go, that's okay because they made me mad. They rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, another instance comes up, and another one, and another one, and another one. Well, think about it. If I made this pact, or I kind of thought to myself, I'm going to have a good month this month, does that come with exceptions? I'm only going to be good when good things are happening. If bad things happen to me, or things that make me upset or angry, I'm going to unleash. Let me ask you, with us talking about that just being for the month, how's that being better than your last day? How's that doing anything any different? The reason why we have to ask ourselves this question is because we're not in this world alone. So if you're just allowing people to push your buttons, make you come all up out of character, basically you're acting on accord to the way that you're treated. It's going to dictate on you just acting outside of yourself, acting on things that you're not pleased on, you're not pleased with yourself, or it causes you to have to warrant apologizing or trying to mend all of these broken relationships because you're just becoming unhinged. How's that being preventative? To me, what it sounds like is, it sounds like I'm falling prey to my emotions. I'm only good when nothing bad is happening. Now think about that now. I'm only good when nothing bad is going down. Isn't that something that anybody could say? There's consequences to your actions anyway. Right? Think about it. If you were to just meet everything the way that you thought in that moment that you were really rubbed raw, would there not be consequences? That's what we're talking about. We're trying to talk about avoiding these consequences. Not trying to avoid them being slippery and conniving to kind of scoot your way out of them. How about us avoid them so we don't have to go down that road? Here's a little tip too for doing this. Once you can kind of get your emotions under control, in check, or I should say, things that used to push your buttons, they become nothing more than little bumps in the road. They get easier to roll on over. They get easier to not feed into them. And just continue on your merry old way. So going back to what we were saying earlier, right? I'm only going to have good days when good things are happening. Well, think about it. We're essentially saying what you're thinking and you're trying to do is just to It just takes work. It takes work, and it takes being patient with yourself. And you'll get to that point where a lot of the things that previously bothered you don't. Then, of course, because the way life works, new things are going to pop up. But hopefully you can rely on that experience of what you've done in the past to conquer these mountains, to triumph on through, roll on through to where there's nothing more than molehills. Bowing down to your emotions. Are you letting your emotions dictate and control everything that you do? The reason why I have to ask this, and I've said this in an earlier video when I talked about, hey, I got mad. So what? Other people get mad too. I'll tell you where that really came from. It came from dealing with a family member that once we were making amends on things and talking about what went down, well, that's one of the things that they would say. Yeah, you just made me mad. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you made me mad too. And it made me think back on it. Was just like, yeah, everybody gets mad. But there's no need for you just going all off the rails, and especially going off the rails to the point that you're trying to bring people out of character. You're really trying to provoke some sort of interaction. It just kind of made me look not only at this person, but how other people operate in that manner, that way. And I would like to think that I ain't letting go around doing that, trying to poke and jab at others to see, how can I rub you the wrong way? But as I kind of sat back, got older, and I thought about not only this person, but it's a few other people that operate in this manner, and I'm just like, does this kind of like appease your appetite for drama? Do you just feel like you got to have something going on, or what is it? Then I'm just like, I ain't back up off of it. None of your business. I don't get down like that. I don't like getting down like that. So it's just like, I need to scoot you up over there. Because I don't know what you have going on. You seem like you live to get into confrontations. You live for bickering and having arguments and what have you. I'm not getting ready to go down that path on that. Falling prey to your emotions. That's the topic of today's video. Like I said, we're focused on being preventative. By no stretch of the imagination am I saying you walk around like you're some sort of robot, android, whatever you want to call it, and you operate emotionless, free of empathy or thought or consideration for others. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about these things to where basically it's just an excuse for you to unload on somebody. I spoke about this in previous videos when I stated if you're around people that constantly keep you locked and loaded, ready to unleash on them at any moment, maybe you need to reevaluate the people that you're around. I don't like it. I don't like it where it's just like, it's some sort of contention up between. Why would I want to be in a situation like that? Or be around somebody who makes me feel like that? That's my take on it. Like I stated, although I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. It's things that you have to come back through and revisit from time to time to make sure you're going in the direction that you're wanting to go in. It's my take on it. End the video. If you have any questions, send them to my Gmail, aim.kilimanjaro@gmail.com. I'll do my best to try to answer your question in a video. Tell my questions in regards to things that we're talking about. Maybe it's something that you're going through. Want me to cover it on the channel? I'll leave your name out of it. You see how I generalize on here. We're worried about covering the material so we can have examples and what have you for other people. By the way, awesome with the comments that I'm seeing. People coming forth and just sharing some really encouraging stuff about themselves. Even though that's not something that's expected on this channel, and the people that have commented and have given, stories and things from the past on just the things that they overcome, very encouraging. And the people that's reading the comments, very encouraging as well. And that's solely up on you because, not asking anybody to put themselves out there, but it's awesome. So saying, hey, thank you for keeping it encouraging. Thank you for inspiring others. It is awesome. My name is Kilimanjaro. That's the end of this video. Y'all have a good one.